Hello and welcome to the Adventure Archive. My name is Ryan, and I'll be your dungeon master tonight as we continue our adventures in the Dark Kingdoms. With me, as always, we have Matt as Victor of the Calder, the Human Death Cleric, Jess as Dariana Bloodright, the Elfmarked Seraphage Sorceress, Jason as Cut of the Faceless, the Darukul Rogue Duelist, and Eric as Sylvester, the Dampier Warlock with his spine devil familiar Annie. And our friend Andy, who plays Beatum Dobblebreen, the Gnome Divination Wizard, will not be with us once again this week. We miss you, Andy. The Dark Kingdoms takes place in the Midgard setting, which is published by Kobold Press, so you will see some differences in some of the races, classes, features, and whatnot. And please be aware, this is an evil campaign containing evil-aligned characters in a dark fantasy setting, and as such, may not be suitable for everyone. The graphic descriptions of gore, murder, mutilation, and torture are fairly common. So, friends, how's it going? Hello, people in chat. It has been too long. Hey, Skull, how's it going? Hello, Gilded people. Hi, Magic Thistle. How's everybody doing tonight?
Great.
How's it going?
It's been too long.
It has been far too long.
Far too long.
So,
and we left on kind of like mid combat too, so it's been kind of
not even kind of mid combat. You are deep within combat in like a blood pit. Yes. Gore up to your ankles, just murdering slaves all around you. You guys were you guys keeping a tally? Because my guys
I can only kill one. Here's my thing. I can only kill one person around, right? I don't have spells that like shoot off like fucking heat-seeking missiles.
You got offhand weapons, man. You got offhand weapons.
That's two. So 2 max.
Yeah. Well, considering that half of what the rest of the party was doing was just damaging the people they weren't supposed to touch.
No. I took out 10, but unfortunately one of them was.
It does not contain the set of all flesh. It contains the Lord of Old Flesh, which is a pain in the ass, and I don't know why they just called it the Lord of All Flesh.
Old and all. It's crazy.
The Loof. Hello, Cersei Victory. How is it going? Get some Cersei emotes in the chat for those that got them. Boom. How's everybody doing? And yes, Jess, cheese. To quote, Gilded Staff said, Jess, cheese, oh my fucking god, A+. I agree. Cheese was a whole lot of fun. Why are we in emote only? Who put us in emote only? Why is that a thing? Turn that off. So, anyway, so we do have some announcements for tonight. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're not in anymore. We do have a couple announcements tonight. Speaking of cheese. Oh yeah, it's because all you guys have badges that let you talk, but Skull did not. Haha. Oh, Drow, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a long time. How are you, friend? Speaking of cheese, let me get to where I want to get to. We are going to complete this. I will set this up as we give our first announcement. Jason.
Yeah.
What's going on tomorrow, man?
Tomorrow is Merkborg. It is back, everybody. And it's going to be a unique little campaign. So I won't spoil it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But let's just say it may end the world as we know it. So depending on how well the players do. But yeah, that's coming back. And then the way I'm thinking about running it is this campaign is probably about, I think it's three linked adventures essentially. And so I think the plan is going to be run one of those, probably 3 to 4 sessions-ish. We'll find out. Then jump into Call of Cthulhu for a one-shot. And then go back to Merkborg. I know Ryan's talked about this already, but that's what we're going to do to try to get some more variety in. Since we're only, alas, we're not running Theros at the moment, so we're only 2 games in, and they're both evil and nasty, and so I guess Call of Cthulhu is kind of like that, but
Yeah, Gilded Troll's been wanting to get into cock, so we'll have to see how.
Been reading up on cock. Oh, you got done. Skull just got done playing another Call of Cthulhu one shot. I'm thinking about running the free adventure because Amerison so generously donated all of his maps and handouts and stuff. So I need to read up on it and see if it's cool, because there's quite a few Call of Cthulhu things to run. So finding that perfect. I have the starter set, so maybe that's a good place to start. But there's also some really nice other published adventures out there that might be cool.
Absolutely. So I'm very excited for that. Also, yes, we have just started a giveaway for a cheese shirt. We have some merch from Jess's One Shot. Exclamation point giveaway in the chat. We'll give you tickets to earn that cheese shirt. We'll probably give it away after the break and maybe do like a cheese sticker for the second half for those that are going to stick around. So exclamation point cheese, not cheese. I should have changed it to exclamation point cheese, but it's exclamation point giveaway in chat if you want to try to earn a sweet cheese shirt. And there might be and the merch will stay up for quite a while. Might have some additional stuff too, but at the very least, you're going to get a cheese shirt and a cheese sticker as an option to buy. And tonight you could win either the cheese shirt or the cheese sticker. Very excited for that. I'm not going to enter. I'll just buy one. But I'm definitely getting a cheese shirt. Got to work that. Got the DK shirt on right now.
You know what we need?
Also in the merch store.
A white shirt with a red ringer.
That's what I was gonna say, but the color won't match the
reds one,
because it's like a burnt orangey red, and the only red that they have is like just like a red. So
well,
I think they're probably close enough.
Color correct it, yeah.
Yeah, I can change it.
Yeah, I that's exactly what I said in chat. I was like, a ringer tee would be freaking perfect for that because it would fit the
retro. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Well, we will chat about it after. Yeah, ringer tees and or a baseball tee. I know Jess and I were talking about throwing it on a baseball tee, even if it's just black and white with the cheese color logo. That's probably going to happen too because I can't say no to a good baseball tee. Also, the other announcement we have is starting on Saturday mornings, which means right after I get off work. I'm going to start a new stream with kind of a podcast feel that will probably end up as a podcast as well, called The Weekly Scroll, which will basically just be all about tabletop role-playing games. I'll talk about all the way too many projects I have back on Kickstarter, review games, give them scores, bring on guests, maybe play some solo or duo RPGs that only take a week or two, couple of hours, but bring on people like Jason and talk about Merkborg, or Jess and talk about her first time DM experience, or Sursa Victory to come on and talk about literally anything, because I could talk to him forever about games. So very excited. It should be a weekly thing, every Saturday at 7:30 our time, West Coast time, PST. And the first episode will be this Saturday at 7:30. And my first guest, my first summon, will be Jason. And after we get back into running Merkborg tomorrow, we were actually going to discuss Merkborg on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Whenever I wake up.
Yeah, whenever but trust me, however long it takes, I got plenty of time to talk about Kickstarter. So yeah. So that's the upcoming news. That is kind of what's going on. Everybody here, don't forget to hit exclamation point giveaway so you can earn that sweet cheese merch. And yeah, like I said, we'll be giving that away around 8:30 and probably do another giveaway for a sticker afterwards. And you can get a cheese shirt and cheese sticker. So I think that's the new news we have going forward right now. We got DK hopefully back to weekly, Merkborg starting back up, weekly scroll starting. So check all of those things out. Check us out tomorrow. Check us out on Saturday. But for tonight, we are getting back into the pit of all flesh. So let me do a quick recap of where we're at and kind of what's going on a little bit. Eating some skulls, eating some cheese merch. I got some nice cheese in the fridge. I got a nice vegan pepper jack. Mwah, it's delicious. So, what have you guys done? Okay, also real quick, while we were on our 2-week hiatus, don't start with me, Steph. We blew past our 2-year anniversary of the Dark Kingdoms. Oh, wait, before we get started, let's get a Bane from Source of Victory. And we also only have 3 people in the giveaway right now. Drow, exclamation point giveaway. What are you doing with your life? Stream elements. And thank you so much for the Bane. Let me throw that on real quick before we get too deep into this. Streaming tools, my overlays, Dark Kingdoms, Brian, Bane, edit, 10 to 11. 11 Banes. I should just start baning this combat. I'm going to bane this combat.
I'll be right back.
Hey, Ian, thank you so much for the additional Bane. I am now up to 12 Banes. Can we get some Banes in the chat? What's some Banes in the chat? Let's drop those Banes in the chat.
Bane, there we go.
Yeah, get them Banes.
Oh,
okay,
way more
so
than me.
all right. 60 something episodes in. What are we at now? 64, something like that. Oh, and as I was saying, while we were on break, we blew past our 2-year mark of running this campaign. We did 30 sessions in person or online for a couple before we hit stream, and we've now done 33 sessions on stream. So we've streamed this game longer than we played in person, and we played in person for 30 sessions. That's crazy to me. But this campaign, from I don't know if it's from our 0 session, I think it's our first session, we have all been together, mostly Jess came in just a little bit later than everybody else, for 2 years running this. So and how many people do we have left from the original party? Right now it's literally just Jason. No,
kind of
Cutter.
one. Yeah, kind of one.
Yeah.
The other one's in the back.
Yeah, shit. Hey, thanks, Skull, for the bless.
Yeah, so we got a boon for Jason.
Bless, but
I'm sorry. Same thing. All right, bless for Jason. We're up to 9. Ooh, and then another. Thank you so much, Steph, for the biddies. That gets Jason to 10.
Yay, double digits.
Another one.
Thank you.
Perfect. Awesome. Ooh, a hype train is very close.
I can hear it. Choo choo. It's coming.
Okay. Anyway, 2 years. We've been playing for 2 years, everybody. It's good times. You're all great. All right. Let's. All right, Matthew.
Thank you.
Wait,
and
so
Jess,
you said we've been
we got-
streaming longer than we've been playing in person, right? That's weird.
Yeah, we did. Well, we you know how we had like a kind of mini arc online before we started streaming. So that's part of that. We did 30 sessions prior to streaming. So just as our home game, we ran 30, and now this is our 33rd session streaming. So yeah, so now we have streamed the game longer than we did at home, and we were playing the game at home for like over a year before we even got close to thinking about streaming. So, all right. So Jess got another one. Oh, Matt got one. Eric gets one.
Nice. I guess we're getting everybody to double digits again.
Getting everybody to double digits. Use them up because I'm using mine up tonight. Matt. Matt.
How many
There we
Don
go.
Draper slaves do we got left? Let's see.
Not that many.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's it. Oh man.
Yeah,
But
well,
we
so
are in the
it's
pit.
not exact. Don't forget, it's not exact numbers. I said they're
Okay.
rough estimates. It's
Okay.
a wall of human slaves, and we will recap what that wall of human slaves has to do with anything right now. So, so a little recap of the campaign, and how it got to, because I know it's been a couple of weeks. Our first arc that took a big chunk of that, probably longer than that, 30 sessions, because I think we were talking to King Lucan when we started streaming. The party previously worked for Lord Rojan, the glutton of Hanksburg, a ruler of a major city in the Vampire Kingdom. And their job was to kidnap this young girl, this up-and-coming paladin from a foreign kingdom, which they did after losing 2 party members, gaining another one in our blood sorceress. They made their way there, kidnapped this young girl, brought her back to Lord Rojan to do with what he will. And shortly thereafter, King Lucan, the Lord of Morgau, the Lord of the Vampire Kingdom itself, showed up quite upset at the party for potentially starting a war. And after disciplining Rojan, no one's heard from him since, King Lucan basically said, "You're all a bunch of fucking idiots, and guess what? You work for me now." So he sent them on a quest to do 2 things, basically. The religion of Morgau is the Red Sisters. They worship Morena, the goddess of blood and lust. But there's a heretical faction within that called the Red Winter, which worships Morena, but doesn't think that vampires should be part of that worship. He sent you to try to wipe out that heretical faction. And also, there have been rumblings of discontent within the alliance that Morgau has with the Ghoul Imperium, an alliance they created in order to take over the kingdom of Krakovar 10 years ago. And that alliance is very important to the power structure of Morgau right now. He sent you to figure out what was causing this disturbance within the alliance and to stop it if you could. So two quests that he sent you on. After quickly taking out at least 1 cluster of Red Winter Sisters, you all found out that the key to the current chaos, unknown why, but what it was, is the Archduke Avgost, the brother of the former ruler of the kingdom of Krakovar, which, as I said, has been taken over 10 years ago and become part of Morgau. After some additional trials and tribulations, you all discovered that one of the Darekul Emperor Nicephorus's supposed favorites within his ruling structure, Duke Drago Blackfly, seems to be behind the current actions threatening the alliance. You also discovered why you were looking for the Archduke Avgost, and that is because his royal blood is the key to some kind of ceremony that could alter the course of history and change the world as you all know it. Hello, Mama Guac. How is it going? Can we get a shout out for Mama Guac, please? I also have to change the Mama Guac shout out
just Mama Guac?
She's a streamer now. I don't know if I have Mama Guac in this one. Let's just do a shout out at.
Oh, yeah, nothing happened.
I'll have to add one now because she's an affiliate streamer. If you don't follow Mama Guac, go follow Mama Guac. After so as you were looking for him, the Archduke kept slipping through your fingers and was eventually kidnapped by Duke Drago's Blackfly's men and taken down into the Imperium. And you all made your way to the Southlands in order to obtain a book that would allow you to appear as Darekul and walk amongst the undead in their underground empire, hopefully without notice so far. With the aid of an unnamed benefactor and your recently found ally Selvin, you were able to take a portal into the Ghoul Imperium, where you found some Kobold allies and eventually made your way to the Pit of All Flesh outpost, and also the Pit of All Flesh, which is a blood sport arena beneath the Ghoul outpost. You saw a Darrow with the symbol of a withered hand carved into its armor, battling a massive creature in the pit in the middle of this gore-covered arena. And knowing that Darrow are the key to finding another potential ally that you are told about by Selvin, the last king, whom many think to be dead, you chose to partake in this battle when they asked if anyone else would like to. And this battle is basically a free-for-all mass murder session of these humanoid slaves, the Dawn Drapers, if you will. The only caveat given prior to the battle was to not attack the other Daracool combatants, especially the giant carrion beetle. So you all promptly attacked the other Daracool and hit the carrion beetle with spectral horses, immediately angering those in charge.
Whoa. I didn't. I don't know about we. I think that was a singular person, right?
Yeah.
I'm not one
I think
to
at least
point.
two.
I'm not one to point
I have no
fingers, but I'm
stampede of
pretty
horses.
sure
That's all I'm saying.
At
got
least
two squares
50% of
up.
the party, at least 50% of the party has struck the person they were told not to. So, after some of the party members were dragged into the pit by the Lord of Old Flesh, a massive Otyug, I looked up how to say that, close enough. Cutter leapt in after Eric, who is prone on the ground in front of this massive creature in a giant puddle of gore and shit with this Darrow in the bottom. And that is where we start tonight's session. Let me catch up the chat a little bit. Mama Guac, you're amazing. I love you. I'm so glad you're streaming. Yes, blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to sign up for the cheese giveaway. And if you have not watched Cheese yet, you can see it on YouTube and get it through.
Yeah, and by the way, we are 10 followers away from on YouTube for a custom URL. So if you're not following us on YouTube, please
10
do.
subs. If you don't follow, go follow right now. Get us to 100 so we can be YouTube/The Adventure Archive.
And not like X4YZ lowercase. Yeah.
Exactly. It makes it a little bit easier on our stream stuff. I actually Googled, because apparently Jeremy Crawford on Twitter is the best way to understand D&D 5e. Makes sense. And that is how he said he pronounces it. But I like Achu. Mostly because Final Fantasy VII has a monster called Achu, and that's basically the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Achu. Or like Robin Hood Men in Tights. Thank you so much for the sub. Yes, I completely agree. This is why I'm quickly running away from 5th edition. Dark Kingdoms is the last vestige of that. So, friends, players.
Yes.
Currently, right now, Dariana is on the outskirts of the pit, kind of making her way towards it. Let's get some good pit music going.
Like mosh pit music.
Before the pit starts running, so once we get away from this vestige, you still buy both copies of it forever?
I can't hear you at all.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
A little bit better, yeah. You were saying what?
I was wondering if you'll still buy both copies of every book going forward after DK.
I'm trying to only buy the special edition books going forward. Okay. Starting January 1st, I'm not getting both copies. I'm just going to get the special edition books that are harder to find because I can get the old ones anytime. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do.
Good luck.
Don't know if that's going to happen. I'm trying. Even if I hate them, I will
You're
own
completist.
them. I did already pre-buy all of the books from this year that I know I'm gonna hate. All three.
That's fucking
all three.
Great.
Both versions of all three books.
Jess, you should create a book called Cheese and sell it to me.
I will have
special edition
the regular and special edition of Magic the Gathering's ripoff of Harry Potter. Yeah.
Oh, nice work.
Wait, you bought that?
Wow.
You gotta do a $300.
Not once, but twice.
What was
both
it?
covers?
So wait. Did you buy it like when you already knew you're like, I'm gonna fucking hate this and it's stupid, I'm gonna buy it? Or were you like,
yeah,
you bought it and you're like, God damn it, I hate this. Why did I buy this? That's what I need to know.
It's full on self-flagellation.
So good,
okay.
Yeah.
Just over here self-flagellating all day.
Yeah.
It's the Red Winter.
Much like Romano.
Yeah, Romano in the dark corner with his pants down.
Romano in the dark corner, just flagellating away. So anyway, yes, I knew I would hate all three books. I had a little bit of hope for Witchlight, and then I read anything about it, and I could care less about dragons. So Fizz Bands is pointless, but I have both copies of that on pre-order. So yeah, I got 6 books coming, and I'll be shocked if I even read 2 of them. Thank you so much, Steph, for the special edition fund. I appreciate that. Let me get that Bane in there. I claim that $1.50 for myself. I'll just pull that out of the bank later. Yes. Thank you so much for the biddies, Steph. I appreciate that. Once again, if you guys do not follow the Gilded Troll and Gilded staff, check out the Gilded Troll. They are a bunch of wonderful people and awesome D&D players. Go check out Trolls for Hire and the other games that they got running when they get back from vacation. But they do have a YouTube. Check them out. So as we get started here, Dariana, or what recently happened, as I said, is as you got close to the edges of the pit, the Lord of Old Flesh, the Loof, as you would, was trying to snatch anything that got close to the edge down into the pit, and it happened to snatch Eric, drag him down in, splat him down on this layer of gore and guts across the bottom of this 30-foot pit. And he is currently prone, being dragged towards this massive mouth. Cutter decided to leap in afterwards, comfortably landing on his feet, and Victor and Dariana were rushing to the edges to see what was happening as the carrion beetle that Victor tipped over with his spectral fucking horses got tipped back up, and his rider was not happy about it.
It did save somebody in our party, though. Wasn't somebody about to be run over in our party?
No.
No? Okay.
That sounds like pit music.
It does sound like pit
We're
music.
good.
That sounds
We're
like
good.
pit music to me. So, I think we're at the top. No, we were getting back to Sylvester. So Sylvester, Steph, what are you trying? I need to send you a list of commands. Yeah.
What is Sylvester of a
But
wrench?
we can-
What does that mean?
I think that's just what I threw on him to say he was prone, so I remembered.
Okay.
But we do have a command for our website, which is curated by the wonderful Janelle, Sisla22. She is the best, and we always appreciate all the hard work she puts into it. So, Eric, Sylvester, as you're laying there, prone on the ground, being dragged towards the mouth, what you don't see happening above you is this door to the top left opening up. And rushing forward, out of the gate, out of the door, is a number of guards. They pour outward in 2 directions. One directly down towards Dariana, and one heading towards Victor. They appear upset, and from the ledge over here, you can hear yelling of the Daracool and pointing towards Dariana and Victor. They rush forward, Dariana, grab you, 2 on each arm, another one just bodily picking you up, and unless you're going to attempt to stop them, are rushing you towards the edge of the pit at the same time that all of these guys are being shoved out of the way, and all of these guards
The dead bodies?
are making their way towards Victor.
Oh,
Did I see
no.
them coming?
So you're rushing towards the pit.
Uh-huh.
You might have heard the door open, and then suddenly we're just snatched up from behind. Victor, you see them coming around towards you. You can tell that they're angry. You can tell they're upset. You can probably tell why. The question is, do you make it worse, or do you wait to see what
does he
happens?
have time to just climb into the pit after cutting?
You could, absolutely. They're rushing towards you. If
Yeah.
you want to climb down into the pit, you absolutely can.
So I feel like let's make it bad for them too. If they'll follow me in the pit, then they're welcome.
So you're just gonna hop down. So all right. So
Like
once
I
we
crawl down, I think, because I'm not quite as nimble as. So if I could like
so
hold
the
on
edge
to
of
the
the
side
pit is kind of rounded over and coated in gore. You can kind of hop down
Slide.
on your butt and slide in,
I mean, that
but it's
sounds
30
very,
feet down.
Yeah, that sounds very Victor. Okay, I guess we will take a ride down the blood slide.
All right. Why don't you roll me an acrobatics check,
Okay.
and see
I'm gonna
how well
bless
you
it.
land.
All right, let's blast
All right.
that bad boy.
I'm gonna bane it.
Let's chew them all up. Here we go.
Yeah, chew them all up.
Acrobatics.
Where's my bane?
Come on, baby. First roll.
There's my bane.
So a 10.
10. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You take 4 points of damage as you
Okay.
kind of like drop down and try to like kind of shimmy down in, but you hit a little patch of goop, a little humanoid goop at the top, slide off, land down hard on your feet.
Oh.
You don't tuck and roll, you just kind of drop on your feet, get that kind of shock up through your knees. You take 4 points of damage, and you are
Okay.
now in the pit. Jess, are you doing anything?
Well, so they're grabbing me and dragging me if
Yeah.
I don't do anything. Okay.
Yep.
Do you know if with telekinesis you can like lift yourself up? Can you like fly with it? Probably not.
What's the
don't
description?
think. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Let's go ham. This is going to be overkill, but I'm going to cast Etherealness. Can I do that?
You can do whatever you feel is appropriate for the situation. Absolutely.
I don't really know what's going on in this situation, so let's try this. Did I do it?
Etherealness. You step into the border regions of the ethereal plane in the area where it overlaps with the current plane. You remain in the border ethereal for the duration or until you use your action to dismiss a spell. During this time, you can move in any direction. If you move up or down, every foot of movement costs an extra foot. You can see and hear the plane you originated from, but everything there looks gray, and you can't see anything more than 60 feet away. You can only affect and be affected by the creatures of that plane. They're in the ethereal plane, can't perceive you. You ignore all objects and effects. When the spell ends, you immediately return to the plane you originated from in the spot you currently occupy. If you occupy the same spot as so basically, if you want to cast Etherealness, you basically just shimmer away and no one can see you, but all you see is the world around you in shades of gray out to 60 feet. And that's it. You're in this hazy gray space. And as the guards are like holding on to you, dragging you forward, suddenly they just kind of stumble and you're gone.
Okay.
Let's put a little guy on you. Let's put this weird person with their eyes closed. And that's Etherealness. After you kind of just disappear, they look over to this person in charge, this guy here, kind of just shrug, and he's just like, and he's still screaming, and they just now like pointing towards the pit. So they make their way, kick some of these dead bodies out of the way, and they all start making their way towards the edge of the pit here. So these guys all run out of the way. They don't know you're there, so they kind of take up that space. And Eric, as you are laying there, suddenly Victor drops down in the pit next to you, and along the edge of the pit, you see it's just partially lined now on two sides with what appear to be guards from the outpost. So as you're laying there being dragged towards the mouth, what are you doing?
How quickly am I moving towards its mouth?
Not super quickly. Mechanically, if you don't do anything, one of its arms will like throw you into its mouth probably next turn.
Will I have another turn before it throws me in its mouth?
Let's see what the turn order is. No.
Okay. And Jason's after it as well, huh?
I am right after it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I am going to cast Thunderstep. Want me to display in the deal here?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Matt used, let me get rid of one of his blesses real quick. Single digits, folks. Oh yeah, I like that dark mode on there. That looks good. So, Thunderstep, 3rd level conjuration. You teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you can see within range. Immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. The thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away.
Wait, is Jason within 10 feet of me?
No, I'll say he's a little bit farther away than that.
Okay.
You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed. You can carry. You can blah 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 blah. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, which you have to, the damage increases by 1d10 for each slot above 3rd. So you're doing 5. You just want to disappear to a space within
90 feet.
How far away? Within 90 feet. Do 5d10 damage, depending on a con save, and a thunderous boom will be heard. That's what you want to happen.
Yep.
Okay, so con save. Let's see what this creature's constitution is. That'll be a +5. That's a 23.
Damn it. So he saves. Is that a half damage thing or no?
Yeah, it's half damage. So you can still roll your 5d10 and we'll just take half.
Okay. So let's roll.
So 13 points of damage.
Okay.
So as it's one of its arms, like it's got 4 of these giant tentacles, and just to remind everybody what this creature looks like, let me drag its picture back into the middle. Where are you, buddy? Here you go. This is the creature. It's got these 3 massive tentacles, these 3 legs, this huge, enormous mouth. And one of them is was dragging our warlock, Sylvester, into its mouth, but suddenly you disappear from its grasp. There is this thunderous boom. It can be heard 300 feet away, but you are in a not amazingly large cavern, so it rocks the entire place, dust coming down from the top. Everybody in the arena is like gasping and covering their ears from this enormous boom. Amerison, thank you so much for the resub. You are the man. We really appreciate it. That's 7 months with Amerison. And where do you teleport to?
So can I get to there in the stands?
If we go by a squared times b squared equals c squared, it's 30 feet up from the pit, and this is 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll say if you want to get right to the very edge here, you'll just be able to kind of like toes on catch yourself to the thing, abandoning your allies in the pit as you do.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go behind the guards. I'll go right there. See
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Let's do
Throughout the whole abandoning my friends.
Coward.
We are on Sylvester, so let's go back to descending order. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so you disappear. This boom happens across the entire arena, and poof, most people don't even notice. The only ones that do, you teleport next to a bunch of dead bodies. The guards are looking down in the pit and see you disappear, start looking around and wondering what's happening, and we'll see what happens with that. As you disappear, this creature is rocked by the force of this thunder damage. It lets out a small roar, but it's kind of been roaring the whole time. Doesn't seem that affected by it. Actually, let's see if it's resistant to that. It's not. So All right. So, as that happens, as it roars, it's actually going to rush forward. It doesn't even need to rush forward that far. It's got reach, and it is going to attack Jason.
I'm gonna do a reaction, Ryan.
Actually, first and foremost, sure. What are you doing?
I have that the Prakatsa, the
Unluck on that
to help Jason, and
Prakatsa.
hopefully he'll make that attack with disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna have this guy move over just a little bit. First and foremost, though, can I get a wisdom saving throw from everybody in the pit?
He's my blue card. Check if it's a plus 2/12.
Oh, I should have said I'll bane it for anyone that hasn't rolled yet.
Oh my god, look at that. Jesus Christ. So my blue card's
See if I can
gone.
get you to 0.
Yeah, my blue card's
No.
gone.
Oh, what?
My
What
blue
did you
card's
do for your
gone.
blue
It was
card?
a plus D12 to I totally wasted the blue card, but it's fine. So I used both. I
Oh.
used the bless and the blue card was plus D12 to a save.
Oh, what was your? I didn't even see what your. What
So I
your
rolled
roll
shit. I
was
rolled
for-
a 3 on the D12 and a 1 on the D4.
Yeah, but you didn't even roll your d20 yet.
Yeah, now I'm coming with that. Here we go.
Oh, okay. So that's not completely wasted yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, you wasted it.
Oh well.
We'll take off the blue card. Let me update the rest of your stuff. So I'm 1 bane down, so I'm down to 11 banes. You are a bless down, so you're down to 8. And you also lost your blue card, so you have 0. For those that don't know who are watching, as we do blue cards, red cards, and all those things, we'll get an exclamation point luck in the chat. We use Nord Games Fate and Fortunes deck for blue and red cards, which are on checks and saves. If you get a 1, bad red card. If you get a nat 20, good blue card. So you'll see tokens on the characters that have red and blue cards. Ooh, Jason, you have a red card. As I attack you, let's see what your red card is.
Can do.
Ooh. Yeah, okay. I'll remember that. So,
What was the
Victor, as you drop into the pit, you are actually stunned by this creature's frightful presence. You are now frightened for 1 minute or until you repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn.
Oh shit! So I gotta run away.
And no, you're not turned. Frightened just means you
Oh.
can't move forward, if I remember correctly. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you can see the creature, and you can't willingly move closer to the creature. So, as the creature kind of steps forward into your guys' presence, there are 2 attacks are going to lash out. One towards Cutter. That is
with
going
disadvantage.
to
With
be
disadvantage.
yeah.
Man, this dark mode destroys my character sheet.
Oh, you can just turn it off if it's making a problem for you, or just open a character sheet in a different browser.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
So that'll be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. So it is going to do
I know I have something though.
What?
32 points of damage as its massive mouth clamps down on you. And I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay, I'll bless it. So 15.
How do you deal with poison?
I am resistant to poison.
You are resistant. Okay,
I'm
so So you're resistant to poison damage, but you can still be poisoned. So you are now poisoned as these massive teeth dig into you. And you are also under the effects of
I want to use
the erupting.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, what do you want to use?
I wanted to use my uncanny dodge to take half that.
Oh, so you can half the damage for sure. Yeah, absolutely. So instead of 32, you can take 16.
16? Okay.
But it's half damage, right?
Yeah.
On the first attack.
Okay.
You are, as these teeth dig into you and you feel this, it's not even necessarily actual poison. Its mouth is just so disgusting. It's kind of like a Komodo dragon. Its mouth is just so disgusting. It's created this disease-ridden spittle that fills you, and you are affected by its erupting pustules.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah. A creature that hits the Lord of Old Flesh still applies. You take this, you concentration throw. Every 24 hours that elapse, you must repeat the saving throw, reducing your HP maximum by 2d10 on a failure. Yeah. The disease is cured on a success. You die if you reduce your hit point maximum to 0. So across your body where the teeth hit, you immediately start growing these like pustules of just disease riddled liquid popping up on your flesh across your arm where it bit into you, and you are affected by this disease that its mouth carried. And with its second attack, it is going to lash out at Victor with one of its giant tentacles. That is going to be a 17 to hit you.
Thankfully, he just misses.
Oh. Let me also re-roll this real quick. Oh, it's still a 17. Never mind. I forgot to roll the disadvantage for you, Jason. But it's the same roll twice, so you still get hit. And the tentacle lashes out towards you, but like in your fright, you're already like and like dodge out of the way of it as you're like kind of rushing back towards the wall.
Okay.
And that is the creature's turn. From the top, you hear these Daracool yelling now, kind of cheering from the edge, at the battle that's going on here at the bottom. But they're not cheering for you at this point. They still look very upset by your actions, and now they're cheering for the Lord of Old Flesh to take out vengeance upon you. Cutter, what are you doing?
I'm gonna disengage and get the fuck out of here. So can I climb the wall out?
You can attempt to. Why don't you roll me an athletics check with disadvantage. The wall is incredibly.
I better bless it then.
Yep. Oh, I'll bane it.
All right. So athletics. Oh, look at that. 17. So plus 1, right? Because you rolled a 2. So 18.
Yeah, so 18. You can get about halfway up the wall on this turn. The wall itself is coated in gore and is like rounded off. It looks like this creature with its really like rocky, kind of extremely thick hide rubs itself against the wall and is actually rubbed off most of the protrusions on the wall, so it's kind of smooth, and the gore just kind of runs down the edge of the pit down the wall. You're able to just get like finger holds and like scrape off some areas to latch on, but it's extremely difficult to climb, and you slip and slide your way up about halfway up the wall, being able to like get enough of a toe hold as you work your way up. So you're halfway up, you're about like 10-15 feet up the wall right now.
Okay. And that's it.
This guy doesn't matter. Victor.
So is the Darrow alive?
Oh yeah, I should add a turn in for him. He's absolutely alive, but he looks injured. Let's just have him go after you. What is your? We'll give him a 15. He's absolutely alive, but you can tell that he's been battling this thing for a while. And you can see, so you guys can see they have everyone has health bars now.
Yeah.
You can see his is about a third down. So he might not last that much longer in the pit with this creature. And as you know, when you glance towards him again, you see he's actually well armored. And this is what he looks like.
Oh yeah.
But the front isn't this kind of like scale armor. It's this breastplate. And again, carved into the front of the best breastplate is this kind of, now that you're closer, is this withered hand kind of just like holding up into the sky like that.
Yeah. I know we had kind of heard about Darrow before. So does just kind of the vibe is that he's going to attack this creature as well?
The vibe is that he was probably, you heard from up above about this creature, and you heard that he was going to be the one that was battling it tonight for sport. So he is some Darrow that was captured, that was thrown into the pit. And you guys actually, if you remember, chose to engage in this battle at all because of this Darrow with this withered hand symbol on its chest, because you were told by Selvin long ago at this point, but really like 3 days, to look for Darrow who worship the last king.
I'm guessing, like, it seems pretty obvious. There's no way I could grab this dude and like chuck him up out of the pit. So, because it's just so
the
big.
pit's like 30 feet high. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I'm picturing it, and I'm frightened. So I think the only thing I really can do that makes any sense is drop a flame strike on him, and I'm just gonna do it so it only hits him. Basically, he's so big that I can kind of drop it on his far side, I think.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh. Okay. Cast. So, looks like it'll do a total, if he doesn't make his deck save, 17. It'll do a total of 13.
Dexterity for him is a -1.
Good.
13.
Okay, good. And so he will take. He's got a lot of health.
So 30 points of damage.
And I'm assuming like I'm kind of engaged with him, so if I move out of the way, like, it's going to give him another chance to take a crack at me.
You can make any assumption you'd like.
Okay. All right. All right. I guess I'm as close as I can be to Cutter. So I guess like, since Cutter's kind of up the wall, I guess like I want to give him a chance to get the hell out of there. So, and I can't move closer to him, so I guess I'm in as good a position. So that'll be done in my turn.
Can you say that again? I think we're getting some feedback from your mic.
Oh, I think that'll just be the end of my turn because I can't move away I can't go up the wall really. It won't make sense, and I'm just gonna be frightened and kind of hopefully he'll attack me instead of Cutter.
So as Cutter's climbing the wall, you bring down this flame strike across the whole the creature's entire backside, and then you stand there still frightened. Do you get disadvantage? Well, it doesn't matter. It's a constant.
I don't think so because it's not an attack. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next up is this Darrow. And the Darrow is going to race forward and strike at this creature as its tentacles out, striking at you. And it is going to do what do you know? 14 is just going to hit this thing. So it is going to do 14 points of damage. Whoop, go back. As it races forward, and as you look over, this creature, even though it's been slightly wounded, the Darrow, it is just cackling maniacally as it's like hacking at this creature. And now Dariana, Brian is up. Where is Brian?
He's on the right.
He's over here. Yeah, he's down in the Drapers.
Yeah, I think he is going to move over here and just keep doing what he was doing and like slam attacking these guys.
So he's just gonna keep killing slaves?
Yeah, he doesn't really quite grasp what's going
Gotcha.
on yet.
Hey, Jedi Mama, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? How was your stream? Maple syrup whiskey Gouda. Nice. Oh, it doesn't say what you were doing last. What were you doing, Jedi Mama? And thank you so much for the raid. And Phoenix, Hell, thank you guys so much for being here. We are currently in the pit of all flesh, battling a giant Otyugh, the Lord of Old Flesh, with a number of the party members battling it as we speak. Fallout 4, there you go. Also, friends that just arrived, for those of you who watched, I didn't mean to enter the giveaway. If I win, I'll pass it on to somebody else. I was just trying to trigger the giveaway wording again. For those who didn't watch last week, Jess ran her first campaign ever, or her first adventure ever. It was called Cheese, and it was wonderful. If you didn't watch it, you can check it out on our website. Please do. And if you did watch it, we have some sweet cheese merch now. We're giving away a t-shirt tonight at the break, which will be coming up in like 15 minutes. So for all of you guys that just got here, just do exclamation point giveaway for a chance to win a cheese shirt for our cheese one-shot that Jess ran last week. There we go. All right, so Brian, yeah, why don't you roll me a slam attack on this Don Draper here.
Okay.
Yeah, you not only kill this guy, but you hit him so hard it kills this other guy too. So he's super dead. And then this guy here is super dead as well. And Brian's just kind of like no idea what's going on, just kind of like running around, like slamming with his giant blood fists. Just murdering stuff. Anything else for him?
Maybe he'll just like move a little further this way. I guess that's
Okay.
it though.
And now you are up in the ethereal.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I think I'm just
Watching, hanging out.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna try to get away from these guards a little bit more. 1, 5, 10.
Yeah, they just kind of moved into the space that you were also in, but you just see
Yeah.
them as these gray figures in front of you.
Yeah. I can't-
Hey, Dag Show. Sorry, we just got raided again.
Oh.
Back-to-back raids.
Dang.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't use the raid command. Because I made that for a reason. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for coming in. You were playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are in the middle of the Pit of Old Flesh battling the Lord. Pit of All Flesh battling the Lord of Old Flesh, a giant Otyugh. And Dariana, our blood sorceress, is currently ethereal. And what is she doing?
I can't really do much here, can I?
I mean, if you want to drop your etherealness and help out your companions, you totally could.
I could. If I don't get like scooped up by these guys before. Alright. Yeah, I'll just... Can I like try to hide amongst these guys?
Yeah, if you come back into a space occupied by somebody else, you will be moved. But if you want to get to a space and just kind of hide, you absolutely can.
Okay. Yeah, if I could like hide behind these guys somehow, I don't know.
You just be where you like to be. There is a
Alright.
Derrickle right here.
Now, I can only go 15 spaces though, I think. So I
Yeah. No, I think
Or
if you go
15
up and
feet.
down, yeah, it's reduced. If I remember reading it correctly, because you can move through stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's Thunderstep. Etherealness. I think you just lose movement. If you move up and down through things.
Oh, really? Oh, whatever. I'll be where I am and I'll drop it.
Okay. All right. So you are back, and that is your action to drop it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Also, thank you so much, Dag Show. I know it's not Dag Show. I know there's much more to that, but thank you so much for the resub, 6 months. We really appreciate that. We're also in the middle of a giveaway for a one shot we did last week, run by our Blood Sorceress Jess. There you go. Just roll estimation point giveaway to earn a cheese merch from our cheese campaign or a cheese adventure. Are you doing anything else? Would you like to move, or do you just suddenly reappear?
I don't think I can move. I already moved, so I guess I
Okay.
reappear.
I on the break, I need to make a cheese command. Sylvester.
Yes. So I am going to cast a spell. And I am going to cast Shadow Puppets on the big beastie. So I need to make a melee spell. So here we go. I will.
Well, you can't make a melee spell attack from 60 feet away.
My range is 60 feet.
Oh, so it's not a melee spell attack. Okay. All right.
Well, it
It's weird.
it's a melee spell attack against
The
creature.
shadow is the melee attack.
The shadow is the melee spell attack.
Right.
Okay, that makes more
Right.
sense. So you
Yeah.
cast the spell now, and then it hits with melee. Got it.
Right. So it's animating the shadow. Its shadow comes to life, basically, and attacks it. So,
Did we ever decide to nerf this? I think we decided that you can't do both on the initial one. Is that how we decided to nerf this? I
I
remember
don't
seeing
know.
this when you did this last time, and it was like OPF.
oh, it didn't give me any numbers. Oh, that's weird.
Is it a save?
So, no, well, yes and no. So I make a melee spell attack, and that's for the damage. And then it has to make, if it fails, or if I hit it, then it must make a intelligence saving throw or be incapacitated.
Eric, I think on your spell list it'll have like a hit /DC with the red box.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as I read here, it just says you just do the thing. Like it just appears, and then you can just attack with it.
Right.
Interesting. So,
So I have to roll
okay. So yeah,
melee spell attack, right?
yeah. So you can make a melee spell attack. So suddenly there is just a shadow version of this creature also down in the pit
Sure.
with you guys.
Now,
Doable.
what am I missing here? How do I roll the melee spell attack?
It's there's a purple dice at the top. You can just hit that.
Got it. There we go.
Let's make this is.
Oop, I did it twice. Sorry, it'd be the first one.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll make this guy Shadow Boy. He's got the rainbows on him. 15 to hit is a hit.
All right. So the damage is 5d8. So should I just roll that?
Yeah, I just rolled 5d8. And it needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, so ooh, that's good rolling right there.
Yeah, but
29 damage. And then yeah, it needs to make
That's
an
a
intelligence.
13. So it is incapacitated
oh, thank
until
God.
your next turn.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank God.
Spell.
That was awesome, man.
Okay. So, it cannot do anything. So it just kind of lolls around.
Kill it.
But now it's the guard's turn. And suddenly, there's the sorceress that just pops back up, not but 5 feet away. And this guy nudges the next guy, and they rush over to you and continue their actions from before. Pick you up, and throw you into the pit. There's not a lot you can do for resistance. And there's like 5 of them running over to you. So in you go. Why don't you roll me like a dexterity saving throw and see if you take a bunch of damage when you fall into the pit. Oh, I'll bane it.
I'll bless it. What roll is it?
It's just the D4. Oh, and it's a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Alright. And then
Oh. So they don't completely cancel out Skull, because what could happen is I could roll a 1 and she could roll a 3, so technically she still gets a 2. They don't cancel out directly. So you roll a 17, which is enough to take very little damage. So as you fall, you roll into this just coagulated blood and gore, and when you land, you take a roll, and now on top of your, I believe you still have blood armor on. It's just now the blood armor is this nice pure blood, and now it's full of this gory, chunky, nasty blood now kind of circulating in that blood armor with you. And you're in the pit. And at the same time, I'm going to roll a perception check to see if these guards see you, and let's just give them like a +2, like a DC 15, to see if they notice that you had popped up in the back and then cast a spell. Did that spell take verbal components? It did. Verbal somatic. Okay. So as you say the words to the spell behind them,
It's loud in there. It's really loud in here.
a little bit. A lot of people are just kind of watching now. I'm actually,
Yelling and
because there's verbal
screaming,
components,
No, it's the pit.
I'm actually going to drop that down to like a DC 12 to see if they actually hear you.
There's no
Quietest
way.
pit ever.
Yeah.
Right.
Silent pit.
But they don't hear
Hands are
you.
full.
They don't hear you. So instead, they see Cutter climbing up the wall here.
Oh, great.
What they're going to do, these 2 guys are going to come over here and roll these bodies into the pit down the wall. And knock Cutter off the wall. I'm going to give you a chance to do, let's say, an athletics. Can you do an athletic saving throw, like a strength saving throw? As the bodies tumble down towards you, if you can kind of move out of the way and still hold on to the wall.
Sure, I am blessing it, and
We're just going to chew through these.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. So you're actually able to hold on to the wall as these bodies get tossed down into the pit.
I take a bite on the wall when they fall past me. Yeah.
All right. So that is their turn, and now it is your turn.
So I'm gonna
As
just-
you're laying there, as you're climbing the pit, you get a glance to the side. You suddenly see Dariana just pop up at the edge of the cliff, and these guards just rush over, pick her up, and throw her into the pit next to this like shadow creature. And then as you look back up, these bodies just tumble down off the edge, and you see the guards' heads kind of pop over, kind of laughing down as they see this. But then as you kind of like nimbly like almost do like the I can't remember the name of that movie where Tom Cruise is like hanging backwards on like the cliff face thing. Is that Mission Impossible or whatever?
yeah, that sounds right.
When he's
Gotta
doing
be.
that,
Sounds right.
yeah. You dodge, you grab back onto the wall, look up, and you can see there's like this guy. And and you're up.
I'm gonna try to climb the rest of the way out.
Okay.
Do you want me to do another roll, or was that just
Yeah, roll an athletics check
All
to with disadvantage to try to get. I should have gave you disadvantage on that one too. But
'Cause I
I
have
will let it stand.
plus jewels? Is that why I have disadvantage?
No, it's the wall is so incredibly
Oh, got it,
slick
got it,
that
got
it's
it.
like almost impossible to climb out. We have Bless and Bane like canceled out.
Oh
Twice now.
yeah. Oh, we canceled it. So 17.
Yeah. I will say though that is enough. You can get up
Yes.
to the edge of the wall and basically climb up. But right in front of you as you stand up are two guards,
Right.
swords ready, waiting for you, and other guards here kind of looking over towards you. And I'll say that is the end of your turn. That is your action to slip and slide your way up the rest of the wall, grab onto the edge, jump up, and right as you kind of like land on the edge and stand up, you're literally like face to face with these two guards. Victor, once we get to the top of the round, we'll take our break for the evening and do our cheese giveaway. If you have not entered the giveaway yet, do exclamation point giveaway to earn that sweet, sweet cheese merch.
Can you hear me, Ryan?
I can.
Okay, good. I think I was supposed to make a saving throw at the end of my turn before. Is it okay if I roll that?
Was that the turn that you got frightened on last time?
So-
Because you did one for that turn.
So I did.
It'll be the
one-
subsequent turns after.
Okay, got you. So I am okay. That makes sense. So, okay. So what I'm gonna do, gosh, am I able to touch a person that I'm the thing that I'm frightened of? If I'm because is he right next to me? That's why we're in melee.
He's not in melee. He actually has 10-foot reach on his tentacle.
10. Okay, so he's 10 foot away from me.
Yeah, he's 10 feet away from you.
Gotcha.
It's just
Okay.
the positioning in the pit is kind of weird.
Understood. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then is go ahead and I'm gonna cast blindness on this creature. He's gonna make a con save, and hopefully he'll be blind if he fails on this. My DC.
Okay,
is
so
gonna
he just
be-
needs to do a Constitution saving throw. That's
yeah,
it.
and his spell save is 17.
All right. Constitution is a +5.
Yep. I'm just hoping to roll shit.
19, baby.
Fuck. Got it. Okay. That was
Yeah,
a waste.
I was
He
just
also
saying, I
has
did-
no eyes.
Oh, are you kidding me? Fuck. Okay, I didn't know.
I
that.
mean, as far as the picture goes, he has to see things.
Okay.
But
Okay. All right, I'm gonna hold. I guess can I roll my? So do I roll the save at the end of this, and then it affects me later, or do I wait until my next turn?
no, you roll at the end of your turn.
Okay, so I guess that's what I will do.
Exclamation
and-
point giveaway in chat for that cheese merch.
Isn't it
Oh,
cheese?
there we go. Is it con or wisdom or what was the save?
It is. It is a frightful presence. It is wisdom.
Okay, thank goodness. Okay, here we go. All right, so 16.
Ooh, I should have baned it too. Yes, you just
Nice.
save out of it, so you are no longer frightened. But you used a bless,
Okay.
right?
I did use a bless, yes, sir.
The eyes are on its central. Oh yeah, it's literally the giant patch of eyes on the main part in the middle. Yep.
Okay, good.
Good call, Ian.
Terrible evolution.
Yeah.
If it loses one tentacle, it's fucked.
Yep. Well, it's only got 3 legs too. Fucking tripod.
Yeah, there you
One
go.
leg, you're done.
It's
You know?
incapacitated. Kill it. Hit it.
Maybe it's like a dog. It can kind of walk. on 2 legs.
Yells Sylvester from behind over the den of the pit. It's incapacitated. Kill it. The Shadow Paladin moves in to attack the creature once more. Maniacally laughing. It will hit. And it will do an additional 14 points of damage on this thing. Incapacitated means they can't take actions, and that's it.
Or reactions.
Actions or reactions, and that's about it. All right, Brian. Brian is up.
He's going to do his thing. Let's see. Let's come down here, and then he's going to try to, what is it called? Suck this guy's blood out. Blood drain.
There you go.
I saw that face.
What, the
I'm just-
Ryan
I'm trying
smirk?
not
And,
to-
yeah, his mustache.
I'm trying not
swallowed
to
his
say
face, yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Because he was like, oh dear.
Cover the mouth.
So he has to make a con save.
What, one of the... Oh, you're in the pit. I forgot. But Brian's not in the pit.
No, he's trying to like get this guy.
Oh, fuck it. He just does it.
Okay.
These people are
Can he
pointless Draper
bigger?
slaves. Yeah. If he just wants to suck this guy's blood,
And
he absolutely
engorge
can.
himself. Okay, great.
Yeah, he's gonna suck this guy and get engorged.
I love how these guys, they look like the dad from A Christmas Story for some reason.
Okay,
Whoever
can you
painted these is like,
control-
let's create a 1950s middle-aged, clean-shaven dude.
But where's the actual art for this?
Yeah,
Because-
look at it. It's like,
no,
He
there's
does look like Don
art.
Draper.
There's art for this guy.
I remember you
Here he
showed it
is,
way
where-
back,
Yeah.
but he looks
Here it
like
is.
1950s.
He clearly has a cheese name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, he's all squashed. Looks like
There
he
you
just
go.
looks like
We
his
saw that in
balls
the
were cut off
games.
and he caught him in his hand right at the last second.
And Matt, I think I just accidentally moved you.
Or he
Oh, I don't
Caught
think I can move.
caught a dump or
Yeah, I'm
something.
underneath Draper.
Okay.
How
where I
can
was.
you even move him?
That's weird. I got it. I got me back.
Just hit Control Z,
Yeah, I got it.
Eric. How do you even have control? Let me.
I have
Oh, all
hours.
players have control of Victor. Yeah.
Yes!
Sweet.
I'm moving him. No, I
gonna
don't.
put him
I
right
can't
in
move
the
his
mouth.
token.
Right in the monster's
But then he'll
mouth.
start making good decisions. We can't have that.
All right, Dariana. After Brian is sucking the blood out of this guy, what are you doing?
Let's see. I guess I'll try to disintegrate this monster.
Okay.
Dang.
So the creature right directly in front of you is just a shadow version of the other creature.
Okay.
The creature itself is this guy over here. So you're kind of like against the wall behind the Shadow Paladin, and there's a shadow version of the creature attacking the regular version of the creature who is not moving.
Okay, I'll move over here by Victor. And yeah, try a disintegrate spell.
Okay, sure, cast that in there.
Okay. Oh, blessing it too.
Oh yeah, Jess.
What? Did it cast?
It was
He's got to make a save,
77
so-
force. What
save.
Like,
Yeah.
Is this like a save?
So
or
so you
after
don't need to do the bless. It's a save. So it's a deck save, which for him
He's
is a
incapacitated.
-2.
save, right? Does that not
Yeah,
matter?
but he
Like, for
he's
dex?
not like what's the word I'm looking for? He's not incapacitated. It just means you can't take actions or reactions. Like I don't know if that means you can't. I guess it would be an action to
tough
move
one.
out of the way. But the problem with
Dex.
Dex is there's also armor and like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a roll. He's gonna fail anyway. So
Yes!
he
Yes.
He's probably not going to
Disintegrates.
disintegrate, but does he?
Jeez.
Yeah.
He does.
no, he doesn't disintegrate. No, he does not disintegrate. You can see his health bar.
He looks a little cheesy.
But he will take 77 points of damage as he's just kind
Yeah,
of
baby.
lolling there, unable to move, incapacitated because he was struck by his own shadow clone, basically. I will say that does take a massive chunk of its damage. He can't move, but he wails in pain and he is quite upset. Sylvester, it is back to your turn.
So
Oh, you're
I'm
not prone anymore. Let's get rid of this wrench.
gonna just keep on keeping on. So the shadow's gonna attack him again.
All right, do a melee spell attack. Oop, yep, that's
21.
gonna hit.
So disintegrate doesn't
Yeah.
actually disintegrate. Man, false advertising.
Only well, if it takes you to 0, you like.
Oh, should be called disintegrate, but not
So for,
If yeah,
Master.
if.
so 24 points of damage, and he has to make his intelligence save again.
what is your spell save DC?
19.
Fuck, he's got a -2 on this too. So let's
So
do a
he
slash
cannot
roll.
save. Really?
So he literally cannot save.
No, impossible.
Let's get him an 18 though. 20, baby.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that sucks for him.
Yeah, it does suck for him. Because as we know, on abilities and stuff like that, they're not auto saves. You can do the best you could possibly do and still fail. So he fails. So he can't do anything.
Lesson learned, kids.
So he's incapacitated still.
Incapacitated. Good
Yep.
job. All right.
I need
So
2 minutes, but I'll be listening.
oh no, we're gonna head to break because that's the top of the turn order
Yeah.
anyway. So as soon as we get back from our little break, we are going to do the cheese giveaway. So if you are here in chat and you have not entered the giveaway yet, do ! giveaway for cheese. Get that sweet cheese merch! Giveaway. And we will be back in just a couple of minutes. And we'll see you soon. Hello and welcome back to the Dark Kingdoms, where the players are currently embattled with a giant Otyugh known as the Lord of Old Flesh in the Pit of All Flesh, a blood sport gladiator arena full of murder and mayhem deep within the Ghoul Imperium, underground in the world of Midgard. But before we get back into the game, we are going to do our cheese giveaway. For those that did not catch the wonderful very first DMing ever of Jess, our resident blood sorceress, it was wonderful and amazing. It was cheese-themed adventure. It is up on YouTube, which is on our website. But right now, for about the next 5 seconds, you can do exclamation point giveaway and enter, and then I'm going to close those entries. And we are going to give away, we have a decent number of people in here, so someone's going to win Sweet Cheese shirt. I don't know if you want to bring up what the shirt looks like, Jason. You can just hit the merch button and drag it over if you want. And as soon as he has that up on the screen, we will close the entries, do the giveaway, and get back into combat.
Is there a white shirt or just a black?
It's just black. I guess I could make it white too. Well, because originally there was a tagline, so I took the tagline off. But I could make it white too.
Let me click for
I had black and gray right now as the options, but yeah, without the tagline, we could totally make it a white shirt as well. Yeah. We'll probably be adding baseball tee and hoodie and mug and stuff too. There'll be a plethora of cheese merch, which just means we have to run cheese part 2. The cheesening.
How do I open it? Do I need to have like Twitch up and then that little widget?
No, you can just go to the thing and just click on the piece of merch, and it should bring up a like a screen
All right,
of
I'll
it.
try to go to the merch store then. I'll try to do it that way.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
The
The cheese squall.
Yes.
So, anyone here that has not entered, you have until we get this up on screen to enter.
Why is it not taking me there?
Oh,
here we
cheese
go.
fondue.
There we go.
Ooh, boom.
Yeah.
Does this work? Oh my god, it's garbage. It popped up in the tiniest little window.
Oh.
Let me try to add to cart. Dude, what is going on?
All right. Well, if you win it, you'll see it. If
You'll
not, hit our
see
merch
it.
store. and
It
you can
says
see.
cheese across the front.
It says cheese. You can go to the merch store and it's there. Check it out. Exclamation point merch in the chat. Merch.
You can like scroll
all right.
down a little. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't
Well,
that
I
just
mean,
like...
yeah, anyone can just like go down to our merch store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are closing the entries right now.
Come on.
And we're doing the giveaway. So who's gonna win that sweet cheese merch? That's gonna be Skull.
Yeah,
Oh,
Skull,
Woo!
wins. Skull, you
baby. There we
win
go.
the cheese merch.
Yay, skull.
Yay, Skull.
Circle of life is complete.
All right. So don't forget to hit that link that will let you input all of your stuff. So I don't know where you live. So we will complete that. Boom. And actually, what we're going to do for those that stick around to the very end, we are going to do one more little giveaway. Let me bonus for subs. This little guy right here. Go to merch. Let's start the giveaway. Let me just pay for it real quick. And we are doing another giveaway. You can also just hit exclamation point giveaway and you will win a cheese sticker at the end of stream. So keep going with those cheeses and those giveaways. And let's get back into this. Let's switch up the battle music. Let's move into... oh, Oh man.
Slap.
How did I don't know if I've ever not seen this before, but Kevin McLeod, who we all know and love in Roll20 and on Incompetech, he has a piece of music that I have saved in battle music, and it says Chi Z Cave.
No way.
Cheesy
Cave.
Cave.
Cheesy Cave.
Oh yeah.
We should hear it.
We got to hear that one.
This is Cheesy Cave. I'm playing Cheesy Cave. CHEEZEE
Okay.
Cave. Cheesy Cave.
Let me turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, crank it.
It's kind of low.
Yeah, crank
Oh,
that
yeah?
cheese. All right,
Sounds
so
kinda like
as
an
you get
Indiana
back into the
Jones.
battle,
Yeah, it's got like a little John Williams vibe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cheesy Cave rocking in the background. It is the creature's turn, and it can't do shit. Good
Nice.
times. Let's see if it can do. It can't take any actions or reactions. Does it just have any like cool stuff? Oh, Jess, you actually have
Oh.
to roll Frightful Presence.
Ugh.
Why don't you go ahead and roll a Baned Wisdom saving throw.
Blessed as well.
Come on, give me a 4. So 16, you just barely saved being frightened by this
Yes.
frightening thing. I'm down to 6 Banes. And you are down to 8 Blesses. All right. Cheesy Cave does not have the oomph that I wouldn't
No,
mind
it doesn't.
having on this. Yeah, sorry, Cheesy Cave. Let's move on to Clash Defiant.
Okay.
Nine
Can we
Inch
use that though
Dungeons.
when we're spelunking the underworld?
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, this is good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Nice.
It is the guards' turns, and after 2 rounds, and you casting the spell out loud and also yelling encouragement to attack the creature, all of these guards now see you, and they are going to rush over towards you. These 2 guys here, this one's going to kind of move up behind too, and they are going to strike out at our wonderful friend
Hmm.
Sylvester. Let me bring up. Oh,
By
this is kind of loud.
strike out, you mean like tap me on the back and tell me what a great guy I am?
Yeah.
No,
Buy you a
exactly.
glass of blood wine,
Exactly.
Yeah.
wine and dine you.
Yeah, and then the other part of that.
Heyo.
Heyo, let me bring up the stats for this guy. See what their hits are like and stuff like that. Ooh, multi-attack.
They're attacking me?
That's fun.
They're dead.
They're attacking you.
I didn't do
Fuzzy.
anything.
Son of a biscuit.
So the first guy is gonna up to you, and he's gonna just actually bite you. No, I'm just gonna say claw you. So he's gonna claw you, and you're gonna take 15 points of damage. That was some terrible rolling. And then he's gonna just try to claw you again. For 21, so you will take an additional. And can you roll me Constitution saving throw, please?
And what's this against?
Being paralyzed by his
Oh.
claws.
But is it like a disease thing or?
Yeah, it's a ghoul thing. It caused paralysis with their claws. And then roll that one more time for me. Oh, and I'm gonna bane it this time.
Well, I'm gonna bless it.
Fuck, can I get a 4?
Hold on. Here's my bless. And then I'll roll it again.
Oh, son of a.
Ew.
So the first, as they rush towards you, the first guy's just gonna like claw as the other two are like grabbing to pick you up again. And you are paralyzed in their arms. As you do that. So you take a total of the damage that I rolled, which was whatever I did. For those 2 attacks. And after that, you are paralyzed for 1 minute. And you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. But as that happens, these other 2 are going to pick up your paralyzed body, and they're going to bring you over to the pit
No.
and throw you in.
Oh,
And you can't do a saving throw, so you take falling damage as you land, taking an additional 10 points of damage, and you are paralyzed back in the gore on your back, just as you were when you first got into the pit. And now it looks like all of you are in a nice little line in the pit. And Jason, as you're standing there, this group of guards is going to strike at you as well. There's 2 of them that were in your face. The first one's going to miss on his first attack. On his second attack, that'll be a 13. I assume that misses.
That's a miss.
And the second guard will do a 16. Does that hit?
That's a miss.
And then the last attack, I feel like that one's going to hit.
That's a hit. So
Can
I'm
I
gonna
get a
use
constant?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, Constitution.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw? Yeah.
Constitution? Constitution? Okay, here we go. I'm going to bless it, because...
Or I'll be in it.
Why not? 2. All right.
Oh, so that's the 3rd time in a row we've canceled each other out.
What? 8.
Oh man. So you're paralyzed.
fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
no.
I use
On the
my...
ledge?
Hang on. I want to try to use something.
What do you?
I
what
wanna
are you
try
gonna
to
So you got
use-
hit.
I wanna try
and
to-
You failed.
Yeah, but I want to use, as a reaction, Wall of Flashing Steel. If you are hit by a melee weapon attack, you can spend 2 prowess points to attack with a finesse weapon. If the result of your attack roll exceeds your AC, then the attack roll in place of your AC until the start of your next turn. This can cause the triggering attack to miss.
Okay, yeah, that's.
So I'm
I was
gonna-
gonna say if it
Okay.
doesn't make it miss entirely.
So I need to do an
then
attack
you,
roll, and it's got to exceed
Yep.
my AC. So then what did the guy get? He got for his attack
A 24.
20. Shit. Okay. So where is my sword? Here we go. All right. I want to bless it. Ah, what?
You
My
crit fail.
God.
Dude. Oh no.
My God.
Crit fail.
Fuck. You're double.
I love that your crit
Well, I
fail
said I'm
is
gonna.
a 12.
I'm gonna. I know. Right. I know. All right. I used a.
I
bless.
wouldn't. I was gonna say I wouldn't waste it because since it's an attack thing, you can just auto fail. So I won't count
Okay.
that one against you.
Okay.
Yeah, drop them nat ones in the chat. Thank you,
Oh
Ian.
my God.
Yeah, some
Ugh.
Banes in there too. Yeah, that's what we like to see. So I used a Bane, so I'm actually down to 4 Banes, friends. That's what I'm at. Jason is going to be down to 6. And you take this much damage, but you can half it because you uncannily dodged. But as you were uncannily dodging, you tried to bring up this rebuttal
yeah.
attack against it, this wall of steel, but you're literally right on the edge of the cliff, literally right on the edge of the cliff. So as you kind of just shuffle a foot back to like get in position to do this thing to try to stop it, you miss, your foot slits, you get a claw across your chest, you take 9 points of damage, you're paralyzed and fall back
Perfect.
into the pit. Yeah. And you then take falling damage that is unaffected because you're paralyzed. That's 10 points of damage. Back in the pit, you fall on these dead bodies, and all 4 of you are now in the pit on the Dawn Drapers. 2 of you paralyzed.
Dude.
Can I get a? So how
Can we
much
get a
total damage did you take?
Emoji.
Yeah. Can we get? Yeah. We'll just like. Can I feel like regardless of whatever your constitution or your concentration check is, you're gonna fail because you took like, I don't know, like 30 points of damage.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took some damage.
Yeah. How would you
Yeah.
concentrate if you're paralyzed? Because it's a mental thing.
I guess, but he took. I assume he took enough damage. You could roll a concentration check if you
I was
want.
like, that's you're a zen motherfucker if you can concentrate while
He
you're
just-
getting like
he
thrown
just
into a
fell and
fucking pit
peed.
paralyzed.
It's a trust
Well,
fall.
and not only was it
Yeah,
the
trust
2
fall.
strikes, it was also the hit. We'll just say that your spell is gone at this point.
Oh my god.
He went to his mind temple.
Happy.
Oh, being incapacitated makes you lose concentration, and I'm
Jedi
pretty
mind.
sure paralyzed
Ah.
makes you incapacitated. So yes, so your spell drops, shadow creature disappears, angry beast thing is just as angry.
Now, does the effect from the last attack, though, still last till the end of my next turn? His incapacitated thing from his previous attack, from the previous hit?
I would say that dissipates too, because it's all part of the spell, right?
Well, I thought
So
it was part
as
of the
the-
hit. I thought it was part of the hit.
Well, the hit is a magical creature created by the spell. Basically, your shadow creature is just hitting it and furthering the spell onto the other creature. So I would say no, the incapacitation ends, but we're basically at the start of the turn anyway. But it can take reactions and all that kind of stuff now. Cutter, you're paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm paralyzed.
Yeah, so at the end of your turn, you could take, you can do another save if you would like to.
This turn or my next turn?
So this is your first turn since you were paralyzed, and at the end of your turn, the target repeats the saving throw at the end of each of its turn, ending the effects on a success. So you can
Okay.
do it now because it's the end of your turn.
I'm gonna do it.
And
I'm gonna
you-
bless it.
Yeah. I'm gonna save some Banes for
What
good
is my?
Okay.
Can you tell me what my blue card is? Isn't it something to do with saving throws?
stuff. Don't forget, you all can look at your blue cards anytime, but your blue cards is a 1d12 on a skill
luck
or attack
cards.
roll, not saving throws.
Oh, okay.
That could have come in handy
all
for
it-
that
All right. Here we go.
that flurry of blades.
So con save.
Yep.
Come on, baby.
Ooh, you're
Is
not
that
paralyzed
enough?
anymore.
Is that enough?
Oh,
Good
shit,
job. Yeah. Shit, yeah. But that's the end of your
Makes
turn.
sense.
Victor,
Okay.
you're up.
I've been saving this spell, Ryan. This is one we talked about. It's the Death God's Touch from Midgard. So for the fans out there, I'll slap it up into the thing. So this is my kind of 7th
Slap it
level.
up. Slap it
special.
up for the fans.
So let me see here. I'm not sure how to hit to
Slap
show
it, rub it, whatever you gotta
Rub it
do.
down. How do I
Whatever
put it up into the?
There's a hole in the cable.
How do I put it up into the chat here?
You
Just,
there's
cast
a
in
button that says
VTT.
display in VTT.
Display VTT. Gotcha. Okay.
You can also just cast if you're actually going to cast it. Either one will throw it into VTT.
Yeah, I think though I have to hit it because this is like a weird one because it's going
So just
to
display it.
Uh, yeah. Look at the end of it.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
excited. Suspense is killing me.
Yeah,
Let's see
I
that
know.
spell.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll just press right on it. Cast. Did that go up in there yet? No. Okay, so
Yes.
what's gonna happen? I'll read it first before it gets up in there. So this is called the Death God's Touch, 7th level necromancy. The spell allows Victor to shred the life force of a creature he touches. He becomes invisible. He makes a melee spell attack against the target. I think the invisibility gives him advantage. On a hit, the target takes 10d10 necrotic. If the damage reduces it to 0 hit points, it dies. And whether it attacks or misses, Victor remains invisible till the end of his next turn, start of his next turn. And then he's gonna also, if it hits, slap that Death God's the bonus thing on it. And so I'm gonna bless it.
I'll ban it, obviously.
Okay, obviously. And second thing,
Woo!
I'm gonna roll with advantage. Come on, baby. Okay, so a
Under
22.
one.
So it does
22 will miss.
21, and then the next thing he's got kind of 2 special things he's got. So one is the 31 points for that thing called the Touch of Death. I'm not sure how to put that in there. Maybe it's under actions.
No, you can just explain it.
Okay, so he basically as a death cleric, he can tack on Chernobog's like Fury, get 31 more hit points of damage instantly. And then I think because he's a death cleric, he also has that thing where we talked about it was like a necrotic blessed strike. So it does like another 1d8 of necrotic on top of it, just this. Which is not a big deal, but so 41, 31 is 72, so 74 hit points damage. Hopefully that finishes this guy.
Damn, son.
That was all inspired by you.
Yeah, we've done well over 200 points of damage to this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still up?
He is still up.
Holy shit! Okay.
Yeah.
God damn. All right. Wow. That's impressive. I guess I need to make a little space for these guys. So I guess because he's invisible and his thing's down, I'm gonna kind of pass through my kind of teammates, kind of slide around this way, and then kind of get a beeline on him, but kind of be there near the Darrow still. And that'll be the end of my turn.
That's crazy. Okay. All right. It's the Shadow Paladin's turn.
Come on, Shadow Paladin. There we go.
Yeah. And he's going to maniacally laugh and race forward and stab into this creature. And as he does, this creature is going to let out one final scream.
Yes.
And succumb to the Shadow Paladin's blade.
Right.
Hey, thank you so much, Ian, for sticking around. We appreciate that. One more shout out for Gilded Pearl. Definitely, like I said, if you're here and you don't follow them, make sure you go drop them a follow. They are good people. Ian more than staff, but she's all right. So, as this battle has been raging around you, there's this kind of hush over the crowd. A lot of them like running to the top actually of these stairs over here, the seating area, looking down at what happened because they hear this scream, these tentacles flailing in the air as this thing is just like now bashing off the sides of the walls, like screaming out in agony before it drops down into the gore in the pit around you. Let me just move some of these bodies out of the way. And the guards up at the top are looking down there. When you look up at the edges too, they also have this kind of like shocked expression on their face. Hey, thank you so much for the 500 biddies. We really appreciate that. And what would you like to do with your 500? Don't forget to sign up for the stickers. But what do you want to do with those 500 biddies? You could get, you could pass out 3. 3 is what's 150 times 3 is what? 500? 450. So you could give 3 Banes, 3 Blesses to different characters, dinner and a game.
A year's supply of cheese.
Not quite a year's supply, a night's supply of cheese. You just let me know what you would like to do with those biddies, and thank you so much for the Tiggle biddies. 3 Blesses, Dariana, Cutter, and Victor. All right, Matt, you get a bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and make sure to go check out Dinner and a Game, guys. Jess, fine. Who else was it? It was Jess, Jason, and Victor. Okay. And Eric, I think you're sitting pretty.
Yeah, he's got 10.
Doing what casters do. Yeah, doing what casters do and just being
I'm
mostly
solid.
out of the mix. Still paralyzed, laying in the gore.
I get paralyzed
Yeah.
and thrown into a pit, but other than that, I'm good.
Listen, they really wanted you guys all in that pit. And you destroyed this Otiug. as part of that process. So the guards around the edge actually kind of like move back away from the pit, and you hear this kind of like hushed conversation for a moment, and then this massive cheer erupting from the stands around you, but you can't see anything. All you hear is this kind of like raucous cheering. And when you look around the pit, you see a couple of dead bodies, you see a bunch of gore, you see a bunch of super random odds and ends and bits and pieces stuffed into the gore, and standing there kind of like cackling over this body is this Darrow with this withered hand on its chest. What would you like to do?
Am I still paralyzed?
Is he paralyzed?
We'll say that it starts to, you can slowly start to move again.
So since Victor knows that he's kind of the smooth talker, so he's going to put lesser restoration on Sylvester to get him talking his sweet talk.
I mean,
not worry about it.
I'll just say don't even worry about it. Like
Okay.
you start to like, you feel a little bit of like stiffness as you begin to move, but it takes less than a minute. It takes a minute for this to run out. So as the combat ended and
Cool.
and this cheer kind of rises up after that pause, you're up and moving at this point now.
Okay. So I kind of want to drop a voice through my warlock thing, forget
Yeah.
Awaken Mind, where I can talk into his head and say, they're probably going to kill you. Would you like to escape with us?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to turn you into a fly.
I always wanted to fly.
And just come hang out in my cloak for a little bit. So I'm going to cast Polymorph on him.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So you cast Polymorph on this guy, and he just becomes a fly. And he starts to fly around, buzzing. And as this fly is buzzing, it's like just almost drunkenly moving its way towards you, and then just starts flying into your face and reeling back and just bouncing off your face repeatedly.
I just like opening my cloak and just be like,
he flies down towards the pocket and then shoots back up and hits you back in the face again.
well, okay, if he's going to be stubborn, I can just drop this spell. But
Well, you
what
do know
hurts?
that Darrow are ridiculously insane.
Okay. Well,
They're
they can
not.
just go
They're
really
not.
far.
I don't know
All right.
any of the. I don't see any of this, and I give Sylvester a congratulatory chest bump.
There you go.
No, I'm
Cool.
just
Squishing the fly in between. Yeah. No.
Oh,
High
So
five.
this fly
Yeah.
just lands on your forehead, Sylvester, and then just sits there.
okay, I'm just going to brush a little bit of my hair over to cover the fly.
Nice.
Actually, I don't have hair. I'm disguised as a. Well, I have hair, right? I'm.
Yeah, we're Derek cool.
Derek,
Newer
we have
Derek will
hair?
still have hair. Most of them, they fall out pretty quickly. It depends on whatever art they decided to use. We can say you have hair if you would like to have hair.
Or
Luscious
something,
undead
or a
locks.
hood? Do I have something?
Hair
I
is
can-
dead anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so
Something I
it crawls up kind of into your scalp a little bit,
Cool.
and it's there.
Leave them.
Derek Cool hair. Oh gosh.
That's for you, Jess.
Liked it. Thank you.
All right.
So- And he just poof disappears.
Nice.
And that was for my ring, by the way. So I didn't actually
Oh, okay.
use a spell slot because I keep.
Oh,
as a
nice.
Spell, I keep my ring of spell scoring.
When the fly disappears, Victor kind of looks at Sylvester's like,
No, I'm sorry. The fly didn't disappear, just the Darrow disappeared.
oh, yeah.
Like I just was getting the token off. So the fly is still there.
So I'll let them know by same means, talking in their head, that I've turned him into a fly and he's in my hair.
Sylvester, I do not think I can climb out of this pit. And he kind of looks up at the 30-foot wall of slick,
Right.
like
I don't know
viscera.
that I can either. How big's that monster that's dead?
Pretty fucking big. It's considered huge.
If only we had
Can I
wizards. with
climb on
limiting-
that and then jump to the edge?
You could try to climb up it. It's slick and gore coated and stuff. If you want to climb it, you can give me like an athletics check.
Yay, that's my strong suit. But don't believe that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow,
nice.
look at that.
And I'm a -1.
Rated
-1.
-1.
Nice.
But we have already decided, even if you don't succeed, and it's not a guaranteed success on ability
Right.
checks and saving throws, you still get a card when you roll a 20. So,
Awesome.
can we get an exclamation point luck in the chat? I don't know if I feel like using this. No, I will. This is a fun one. I think you'll have fun with this one. It's called Fortuitous Circumstance. A fortuitous circumstance. This may manifest itself in many ways, including but not limited to double the loot reward, finding a door or chest unlocked, coming across a broken trap, bumping into someone you are looking for, or any manner of lucky happenstance that helps you during your adventure. So in one situation where, like, say you get to a door and the door is locked, you can be like, actually, the guy forgot to lock it fortuitously, but it can't be anything that like breaks the game, basically, is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
So-
Just a little piece of luck.
Just a little piece of luck, just a fortuitous circumstance.
Perfect.
Boom. So let
Actually,
me
I
add a
love that
blue. Yeah, it's a great card. Let me add that there. Let me find you. Yeah, I was chewing through Banes. I was really trying to fuck these guys up. But they're like level 13, and it's hard to do that. You have a blue card. That's one for you there. And let me add the blue card to the edit. So you have a fortuitous, that's how you spell that, circumstance. And again, guys, everyone, don't forget, your tokens tell you if you have a blue or red, and in the little like library thing at the very top, you should all have access to the luck cards thing, and that will list all of your good cards. Only I can see your bad cards. Skull, thank you so much for them channel points. That XP giving me a Bane back. I now have 4 Banes. Thank you so much. And everyone, don't forget, exclamation point giveaway earns you that sweet, sweet cheese sticker. All right. So, what? Now you have a fly on you. You climb up on top of this creature. You realize that the edge is still pretty far away, but all of you are coated in gore at this point. I think every one of you fell down into this stuff at some point. You're kind of looking around, surveying the area. Again, just chunks of guts and gore and bits of people and bits of old rotted armor and the rest of that. What are you guys doing as you look around? Realize you probably can't jump to that edge, and don't see anything on the lip, but the arena is still erupting in cheers.
I'm just like,
The people can see you on top of it. Like, you can just see the top of the top row of the arena. When you get to the top, you can see like the top 2 rows. People are literally like pushing each other out of the way, like cheering. You see a couple of the heads that you guys had chucked in there, like most of the flesh gone from the face, but like holding up the heads, like cheering at you guys, because I think you chucked like 3 or 4 heads up into the crowd. You really turned them in your favor.
Nice.
I want to go
And,
hack off that third tentacle with the eyes on it.
It's going to take you a little while to hack that, and it's huge. It's not
Okay.
like a little thing. It's like just the
You're not-
tentacle eye
you're
part
not
would
chopping
probably
up
be most of your
calamari.
Like an
torso.
elephant leg? Like that big?
Like elephant trunk, kind of like a big thick elephant. Nah, bigger than that even. Yeah, I would say it's like an elephant leg thickness. There's no
Okay.
bone in it.
Never mind then.
So
You can just start hacking it if you want.
Victor kind of recognizes like his armor and shit, and like in the goblin shield, like kind of look like not of the Underdark. And so, is there like dead ass, like old dead stuff with like stuff that he might be able to pillage?
Dead ass,
Bunch of
old dead stuff.
Dead
I
ass.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll me a search for dead ass?
Victor is
Okay.
an
Um,
asshole.
Okay. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna bless it because I got
Roll
that
me an investigation
blessing.
check. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Investigation. Here we go. Plus
Yeah. Skull rolling a 20 for dead ass.
14.
Good enough. As you're digging through, let me get rid of your bless real quick. As you search for this dead ass, you actually find you find a
Looks
couple of things
bad.
as you're going through the gore. You find kind of stuffed in a pile against the wall as you're kind of moving stuff out of the way, what appears to be the mostly intact just torso area. It's kind of like stomach to neck but no arms, of some type of humanoid. What you actually find around its neck is some type of necklace. It's got this interesting shape to it, and actually on that same chain is a ring hanging from it, kind of like someone had put their ring onto a necklace.
All right.
But as far as armor and stuff, as you're looking through the rest of it, any bits and stuff, like swords are broken, armor has been like rotted or
Okay.
is literally crushed, or there's nothing that you find that looks like an intact weapon or anything. You get the sense that possibly when they can, if there are weapons and things down in the pit, they're probably removed if they're usable in between. So there's just
Victor's-
broken bits and
He's
chunks.
just gonna kind of stick those since they're so small. He's got that weird red sash. He's gonna tuck it like into the sash, kind of in that area where he has the diamonds hidden, and just show it to Beatum later. Hopefully, when Beatum is fully undead.
Yeah, just tuck it and show it to beat him later.
Yeah,
In the sash.
in the sash.
So, what are the rest of you doing?
I want to scoop out the 3 eyeballs out of that thing.
Sure, you
I
could
wanna do
you could
that.
definitely do that.
And I
You
want to
can
eat one.
use your dagger, and yeah, when you do, hey, Andy in the chat, how's it going, friend?
Yeah, baby.
Miss you. They're like tomato sized.
Tomatoes, nice.
Yeah, I love me a tomato. My wife does not like tomatoes, and I freaking love them. And
gonna
this is
eat
just this
it.
big, juicy eyeball. Yeah, absolutely. It's got that goop. It's got that weird shiny stuff in the back that helps with like night vision that like deer and
Oh,
cow
yeah,
have
the
and stuff like
reflective
that.
thing,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't forget to do exclamation point giveaway for that cheese sticker. So yeah, you just pop one out and just like, start biting into it. A little garlic salt in your hand, rub it in there. And then you can take those 2 other you can pop out 2 other eyeballs as well if you like.
Yeah.
Dariana, as Cutter is snacking, and Victor is pillaging, what are you up to? And Sylvester's like just getting like the applause on top of the OTO. He's actually literally like on top of this creature now. Victor's over here searching for stuff. What are you up to?
Can I climb up there with Sylvester, and then I'd like to cast telekinesis and like
Okay.
lift up a Dawn Draper's dead body over the crowd and like tear it in half if I can do that.
Sure, absolutely. So
and then
you
just drop it. I'll
Yeah,
just be like,
so you'll be like, what?
I just want them to know it's me. So my hands will be up. I don't need to use my hands, but I'll be using my hands.
Gotcha. So you kind of get up and kind of shove Sylvester over a little bit and just really, really like visually appealingly like bring your hands up, and suddenly a Dawn Draper rises into the air. And as you kind of push it over the crowd, you just wring your hands and
Yeah,
the thing
just,
just like
silent
tears
roll it.
apart, and just like spray is all over the crowd. And however raucous they were before, now they're literally jumping up and down. One of them gets pushed off the back of the stands. They're literally pushing each other out of the way to like get this rain down on them. And then these squished out half bits of Draper just drop down in the crowd, and they literally launch onto it and just start ripping bits and stuff out. And yeah, that's what happens. And they love you. And then as you're doing that, you hear some kind of a bit of commotion from behind. And you see some guards appear on the edge of the pit wall. And the whole crowd kind of goes a little bit quiet once the tearing and the ripping and stuff is done, and they're all basically snacking what amounts to like getting a giant turkey like at a Renaissance fair. They all kind of settle down, and you can't see, but the guy in charge at the top has kind of started to quiet everyone down. So as soon as they can wind down from this bloodlust, they kind of settle and start gnawing on their various bits and pieces. It's been a good day for the bits and pieces in the crowd. This will be a day that they remember for quite a while. You see the guards at the edge, and suddenly you see them pushing forward a ladder and dropping it down into the pit area. And you hear one of the guards in this now kind of quiet area say, "Let's go. Come on, get out."
All right. I will head to the ladder and climb out.
Same.
I'll jump off my dead beast and go to the ladder.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, brag! Brad never went down there. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, don't forget Brian.
He did.
So the ladder's over here, but yeah.
Oh.
But as you climb up to the top, yeah. Sorry, it's where the guards are on the edge over here. We'll move these dead bodies. We'll move this asshole. Brian can start making his way towards you. Oh, he's like max health now for sure.
Nice.
Oh, he's feasted.
He's plump.
Bri was like at the buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's-
all you can
he's-
eat, Vegas
he's-
buffet.
This is his heaven.
Yeah.
He's thick.
Juicy. He's got a little gut on him now, actually. He's
Thick
got like
Little,
got a-
he's looking
Blood
looking more
belly.
like the Kool-Aid man. Yeah.
Blood.
Oh yeah.
Moving a little bit slow, kind of like leaving bigger like prints behind him. It's like a giant like blood snail leaving this like trail where he moves through, just leaking off all that extra stuff. He's a thick boy. And these guards guide you back into this kind of, let me just unhide a bunch of this stuff. They bring you back into reveal areas. We'll just give one of these guys the lead as they move into here. And it says, "Come on, let's fucking go." And he takes you up through here. Brings you around. Past the slave pens, where you see more sad Don Drapers for a later time. And guides you into this room. And the din of the crowd is kind of quieted. You're behind some thick walls and things. So for you, it's pretty quiet. And it feels pretty ominous as you make your way into this room. And seated at the head of the table, I think we're missing a couple of people. Is it Dariana and Brian? Yeah.
He's still slurping up that blood pit.
Yeah. It's a little blood gut he's got. There are a number of guards in the room, kind of positioned around you guys. One of them knocks on the door, and the door opens. Another guard comes in the room like this. This guy's here. This guy's here. This guy's here. You see them basically guarding all of the entrances to the room. And you're gestured to sit down at the table, and what you see at the head of the table is actually the guy in charge that was sitting outside, kind of directing the whole thing. He says, "Have a seat, friends."
All right, I'll sit.
Yeah, I said.
So, just who are you?
Are you looking for names or something else?
Bit of both.
We have our papers. I'm
Yes,
gonna
the papers
produce.
you.
I'm gonna produce mine and tap the name. Presumably, there's a name on there.
Yes, it's the name you gave.
Yep.
Did you give your
Cutter,
name?
I did.
Cutter?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. What is everyone's dare cool name?
Hillerin.
Victor with a C.
Victor with a C.
Lasher.
I thought it was an S.
Slasher. Yeah. So you slide the papers across, and he just ignores them. He's like, "I know about your papers. You got them just today, did you not?"
Who told you that?
It's probably stamped.
How
on
did you find out? God damn
the
it!
date? Issued
Yes,
today.
it's stamped by ghoul bureaucracy.
Okay.
Literally has a 1 week pass.
Yeah,
to
I
the
know.
pit
Wait,
written on
wait.
it.
What's the date on that? Shit.
We have no idea what date.
Administration knows all.
Oh.
But who are you? Where did you come from?
Well, I started here. Then I went up to the surface for a long time, and now I'm back. The rest of
Takes
them... Go ahead.
He takes a good hard look at you, and not only at you, but at everybody. Takes a good hard look. And what were you saying?
Oh, no. Go ahead. That's all he does. He just looks at us.
Yeah, he's just, as you're talking, he's just like really like visually, like just looking over all of you, really trying to perceive.
He's trying
Something
to
about
really
you.
perceive something.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
If only I had a
And
blind.
the rest of you, he is clearly not new. You all look fresh, though.
And is he speaking Derrickul, presumably, right? Or
He is speaking Derrickul.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
then
yeah,
Sylvester can't understand him, right? But everybody else can.
I'm just like,
That might have wore off.
I
now,
think it
has
wore off for Jess. 'Cause I
Okay.
did it while we were back getting our papers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gone by now.
So
Unless it lasts for like 24 hours, then
I understand it, but like a person who learned shitty Spanish in high school. It's like I'm picking up like
gotcha.
every.
So you can say you go to the bathroom and stuff like that. and that's
Yeah,
about
just
it.
because like I was around those guys when I was working in Niemheim.
¿Dónde
Gotcha.
está la biblioteca?
Yeah.
Como se dice,
Likes to read.
Victor, with a C.
Victor.
I have no idea what.
Well,
it is.
speak up.
Am I sitting next to you? I'm sitting next to Sylvester, so this is gonna sound a little cheeky, but I think tongues is verbal. Oh, it is verbal. Shit.
I mean, it's not like you need to hide being a caster. You literally cast fucking spectral
Yeah.
forces and
Well, no,
and
okay.
death's god spells.
So I
and-
I say in Broken Derrickul, if you do not mind, our friend here is fresh, does not understand language, and I kind of reach over to you, Sylvester, and
I'll just say, I don't understand Jericho yet.
yeah, but I want you to be able
Well,
to talk to them.
Well, maybe
so
he'll talk in common.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know what you're saying.
does it appear?
No,
So
in
I say
common.
this in Derrickle, then I kind of like, unless you prefer, he does speak common.
I don't speak fucking common.
And then when I hear that, I'm like, I nod at Sylvester and I put my hand on his shoulder. And for 1 hour, you are fluent in spoken language that you hear. When you
So
speak,
Jess, you're the
he
only
will
one that has
understand you.
no clue what's going on.
Perfect.
It is here
You're
like
reunited with
this-
Brian.
Yeah. And it feels so good. Well,
What did he
Mutes in
ask?
chat.
What did he
mutes
ask?
in
next?
chat. Can we get some mutes in the
Mutes in
chat?
chat.
Mutes in
Mutes in the
chat.
chat. Mutes in the chat.
Yeah.
Boom,
I'm
boom,
gonna
boom.
say,
Mutes in the
well,
chat.
what? I didn't understand what you were saying before.
Let me throw some mutes in there for you. Boom, that's for you. Where did you come from? You're fresh.
I am fresh, I suppose. I come from Zobek.
And how did you come into the pit of all flesh?
Well, recently, finger quotes, became Derrickle, and I met this one cutter. Seemed helpful and willing to teach me in the ways. So I've been traveling with him for a while, trying to make our way here, but it's taken us some time.
You attacked my gladiators.
I did attack
You
you.
sorry, at everyone, you all attacked my gladiators. You don't know what those horses were, but you damaged my carrion beetle. They are expensive.
Victor's apologetic and he goes, to be honest, I did not see him there. He barreled around corner.
It's like 8 feet fucking tall. It's a giant beetle. How do you miss it?
In fog of war, my friend.
I don't need your fucking excuses.
So, you don't mind me asking, what happened to that Darrow? He kind of just disappeared, and he's the one that killed the beast inside the pit. Should we not be looking for him? He seemed a little dangerous.
Don't you worry about it. We will find him. Little fucking bastard.
That's what I'm saying. I want to go find that little fucking crazy Darrow.
It's
and
none
kill
of
him.
your fucking concern. You will not be back in the pit of all flesh. You are hereby what's the word I'm even looking for?
Banished.
Forbidden from returning. You are banished. But you put on a show, and I can't hold it against you. Give them their fucking money back. And one of the other guys comes back and he chucks down a bag containing what you assume is all of your entry fees.
And
All of Sylvester's.
how much was that entry fee? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I think it was 50 gold each,
50
if
gold,
I remember
okay.
correctly.
Yeah, and actually,
There's also Sylvester's money.
before you all start collecting that money, I'm the one who paid for it.
Yeah, it was all
So all
Out of your fucking money later, give me your goddamn papers.
I give my papers.
All right, yeah, I'll show him the paper.
He pulls out this pin, basically looks like a giant talon finger bone, dips it in some ink on the table, takes your papers, and where you have marked that like pass to the pit of all flesh, he literally just like scratches it out so hard it's almost like tearing up the paper for each one of you. It's just marked out, tosses him back, and says, "Get the fuck out, get them out of here."
We need to leave.
And-
I get up and go.
Yeah.
We're out.
I've only got an hour with this guy as a fly,
Yeah.
so we can't.
Peace out, homie.
And they lead you out to the elevator, walk right through the elevator, just point to the stairs and say, "You don't need to worry. I'll just take you to the next seat.
Okay,
You don't all need to
okay.
walk over there." Jess isn't really making her way over there anyway.
She never does.
No.
Because she's the VIP. She gets the special treat.
There you go. New DM doesn't have to move their tokens.
Right, baby.
So as they walk you to that, they don't turn the elevator on to take you up. They point at the stairs and just say, fucking go. And make you walk up the stairs, which ends up being like, like 60, 70 feet up. So it's like 6 or 7 flights of stairs up. And you all exit. Back out. Oh, you have tokens out here too. I'm just gonna delete all them. And you exit back out here in the bottom right.
All right.
And as you go up, the iron ghouls on the top just say, "Is it over already? What happened?"
It was boring. A bunch of people died, and I'm just gonna keep going.
Go have a look.
They just kind of look at each other and shrug. And you guys are now up in the Pit of All Flesh outpost.
We
What do
have
you
a
wanna do?
room. I want to go to our room.
What was that bar called?
Noshings.
Noshings. That's it.
Noshings. I'm gonna walk through the walls because it's quicker.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. Done.
You said the rooms they were like through the curtain, right?
Yeah, there's actually like an upstairs area.
Okay.
So why don't you guys just move into this room right here for now, and then we'll just say that you're in the space above that.
Okay.
And then you have your fly with you.
Don't swallow it.
Right. So once we kind of get set, and I'd say maybe we barricade the door, I'm going to go ahead and drop the polymorph.
Oh god.
Okay.
Take him out of your pocket first.
Well, yeah, I'll get it. Well, no, he's up in my hair.
Oh, he's in your hair.
I'll just kind of like
Oh,
He's
no.
gonna land on
Change
your
your hair.
head. And he's gonna
brush him out of my hair, and then I'll drop it. And how
Can you
long?
guys
by
see
the
this,
way-
or is it
No,
shadowed
it's
in
still,
this
blacked
room?
still
out. It's blacked
fog of
out.
war.
Yeah, we're in black.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna move you down to a bigger room just so there's a little bit more space. Okay, there you go.
All right.
And how long have we been?
Wait, real quick. Is this actually like a curtain door, or is there a door there? And just-
No, it's a door. There's just no
Okay.
upstairs to this, but there is an upstairs, so it's just a bedroom with a door.
Okay, cool.
Actually,
Yeah.
And Victor, I think we'll kind of go back to the door because the guy's crazy and he doesn't want him to leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's make sure.
Victor kind of looks like the bouncer kind of thing, like swells up a little bit, kind of looks at the little guy.
He swole trolls it, or
A little bit.
Whoa.
swole bolds it.
Hey, Omega. Yeah, don't forget to sign up for that giveaway for that
Yeah,
cheese sticker,
baby.
guys. Sweet, sweet cheese.
Sweet cheese.
So, you drop it, and he just like kind of drops down on the ground, brushes himself off, and is like, yeah, I've never got to fly before.
You did a fantastic job as a fly.
I know. What do you want?
Well, I think we can help each other. I don't remember. I don't have my notes with me. I'm
We
Mad
never
Days, Mad
never
Days.
asked names.
Huh?
We never asked names. Maybe we start there.
That's kind of your thing. Is you just everyone's a fucking
so,
stranger
alright,
Because
forever.
we're not gonna kill him, so
So, what's your name?
My name. Gorlu.
What is it?
Gorlo?
Nice. It's
You stealing that from
Gorlu.
Mandalorian.
Gorlu.
He's like Grogu, Gorlu.
Orlu?
Mhm.
So, notes wise, we're looking for who?
Adara, that'll get us to the. I got it right here.
Note keeper.
No
Okay,
keeper.
Explain your quest.
So
Explain your
while-
quest.
So Eric, I'm pretty sure you or Jason looked at papers on the desk,
Yep, I did.
and in that in that paper, basically, it said that there was a dude that came on some sort of slave ship, a skin trader, and there was like some elf hides or something like that. And then we thought like if we could get a hold of this guy, he can help get us to
Okay, so
yeah. Varda,
you heard about the skin trader from the ghouls in the bar when you were overhearing. What you found on the desk was papers describing combatants for the Pit of All Flesh.
it.
One of the combatants was a Darrow.
Right.
It was marked Cult of the Withered Hand.
Oh yeah.
And it said something about battling the Lord of Old Flesh tonight.
It's for today.
Right.
Yep.
But we're looking
Yep.
for a Darrow because we heard.
They
That
know
was
the
him.
location. Yeah.
But maybe he
They
can
know
tell
the
us what
location of the last king,
Right.
Narosane.
Yes.
One of the people who, before the empire was combined, it was kind of these separate series of like warlords and mini kings. He was one of the last ones before the empire was brought together.
Right.
Many people think he died in an assassination. Some still believe that he is alive, and Selvin and your benefactor told you he might be someone good to look for if you're trying to get into the Empire, because he's not a fan of the Empire. But he is an ancient, at this point, king of the Darrokuls pre-Empire, and some Darrow supposedly worship him.
Okay.
That is what you're looking for.
Follow
So,
bugs.
I'm going to say to him, we're looking for the last king.
Nice.
Why?
To help him because the current regime is up to no good and they have to be stopped.
Why does he need your help?
Because we know what they're up to. But we
I
need to
don't
fix
care.
them.
You go find the rest of the cults in the tunnels to the north, towards the Sulphur Sea. Tell them Gorlu sent you. That'll be fun.
Do we don't know anything about the Cult of the Withered Hand, do it? Other than like it's kind of a Narasane kind of thing.
You know the name Cult of the Withered Hand, and you know that some Darrow worship Narasane.
Okay.
Do we know, are they related or no? I'm going to ask him. So, your Cult of the Withered Hand, I've heard of that.
We are the Withered Hand, yes.
What is yes, yeah. It's a withered hand and it's a cult. What's the deal with that?
Well, Oda is our leader.
Who?
Orda. O-R-D-A. Orda.
Orda.
Listen with your ears.
Got wax.
I've
He has
in my
great
ear.
hair covering his ears.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Will you guide us, perhaps? Take us to
No. You smell.
Well, here's the thing. Right now, you're a Darrow and it's in a really bad place. We can get you out of here, but we require a little bit more help.
I'll get out. I'm fine.
You're fine?
I don't need you.
Well, you don't need. I don't need you either, but I thought we could help each other. Need has
Meh.
nothing to do with it.
Meh.
You're going to end up in another one of those pits.
Meh.
Yeah.
Anything else you could tell us that will help? All right, so here's my question. We're going to leave in a moment. How are you getting out of here?
He points at you and just goes. Could I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh,
No, motherfucker.
I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
The spell of
From me,
Yeah, and I'm gonna bane it.
I'm gonna bless it.
Or
Oh.
baby.
Fuck. It doesn't even matter,
Damn,
right?
Brotato. Does not matter.
I said I bless it, so I gotta still do it.
Yep, you still got to do it.
So that's a 10.
Oh, it's actually a 6.
Oh,
No,
what'd you roll? Oh, you got a 4, so
four.
this is a 6.
Eric used a bless. First one of the day. Everyone's in single digits now. You are struck with the Darrow's infectious insanity. Your mind is assaulted, and you are under the effects of the confusion spell for 1 minute. One second. The spell assaults and twists creatures' minds, spawning delusions and provoking uncontrolled actions. Each creature in a I'm going to bounce this out so I can see it on another screen. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose. It just targets one. It doesn't matter. You can't take reactions. You must roll a d10 at the start of each of your turns to determine the behavior for that turn. Why don't you roll me a d6 real quick, or a d10 real quick? Ooh, a 5.
Ooh, a 5.
2 to 6. You don't move or take any actions. You are literally frozen when he says this to you. I'm going to put this over here so I can see that if I need it. And as he does that, when he drops his hands, he just looks at the rest of you, kind of like wide-eyed, and gets this like glint in his eyes. And he says to you, "Give Order my regards." And he's going to lash out towards Victor and try to strike at you with his Shadow Strike.
And Victor shouts Perkatsa, which gives him disadvantage.
No problem. Let's.
Then might use a shield if the shit gets crazy. So he's got like multiple actions.
Oh no, that one sucks. Fuck that.
Do we have that cheese one?
Nope, this was good.
Okay.
And I'll say, why doesn't everybody? Let me clear this out real quick. Why doesn't everybody roll for initiative?
Fuck. Click on our guy. Okay.
Actually, prior to that, why don't we end the session for tonight and we can start the session next time
Good point.
with the Darrow attacking.
Dude,
So
never invite
While-
Darren.
while Sylvester is struck with infectious insanity,
I'm pretty
And this
pumped to be
Darrow.
insane. This,
yeah, it's a good time.
I think I
So,
can have some fun.
anybody yet that still has not done the giveaway, do exclamation point giveaway right now. Enter for that cheese sticker. We'll send that off. We gotta go on that the cheese shirt. You can check out our merch store for the rest of the merch. We're gonna add some more cheese stuff tonight because it was a great time. Probably some hoodies, maybe baseball tee, ringer tee, mugs, whatever you want. We'll have a stack of it. Okay, if you want to double dip, Skull, double dip. It doesn't make a difference. But we got about 5 more seconds, and I'm going to close the entries. You don't double. That's true. Don't double dip in the dip.
In the pit.
Use one side of the chip, and then use
Yeah.
the other side of the chip, but not the part that you bit. Dip etiquette, friends. All right, so we're going to shut down these entries. We're going to pick a winner for who won the cheese sticker. That is going to be Ian, Gilded Troll,
Yeah.
won our
Yeah.
cheese sticker. Let me send that.
Nice.
I will let him know, and I will send him that link. And we will complete that. And everybody, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. I know we took a couple weeks off of DK, but we're back and better than ever. We're going to get into this combat with this insane Darrow next week. The characters battled, survived, got some new information, at least a direction to go in, and we'll see how that plays out for next time. That'll be next week. Jason, tell everybody again what is happening tomorrow.
Merkborg is happening tomorrow. For those of you who are a little bit knowledgeable on the modules out there, I am going to be running the Masticator Gate, which is a Kickstarter campaign. So looking forward to that. So that'll be happening tomorrow at 7 p.m. PST. That's what's happening.
And then as we and then Saturday, we are starting a new stream called The Weekly Scroll, where I will be hosting a podcast style show all about tabletop games. Probably start each week talking about what I blew my money on Kickstarter that week. We'll go over a bunch of Kickstarter this week. We're also I'll have guests on this week. I'm actually going to have, I think I'm going to call them summons each week. I'm summoning Jason. So after we bring Merkborg back, we're going to talk about Merkborg on Saturday. Talk about it from a DM's perspective, from a player's perspective. Talk about the game in general. I will be running. Let's turn off this battle music. I'll save that for next week. I will be running or having like a rating system for various games. So I think Jason will also be rating that for this week as well. We'll talk about Merkborg. There will also be times where I'll run some solo adventures or run some two-person adventures, just one DM, one player, maybe an hour each week. The stream will basically run from about 7:30 to 11:30-ish.
You know, it'd be a good follow-up for Merkborg is doing the solo version Dark Fort.
Oh, yes.
The solo RPG that was sort of like the prototype for Merkborg. So that'd be a cool one.
Yeah, so if we don't do that this week, I have a feeling that we're going to talk for quite a while about Merkborg, and I don't have a problem doing the Kickstarter and then mostly just going through the review and having a guest.
Yeah.
Maybe next week, the following week, the last hour, I'll go over Dark Fort, and for the next like 2 or 3 weeks after that, we'll run through Dark Fort for the last hour of the thing, and then I'll move on to other various different solo adventures like Beyond the Shroud, or I have some two-person adventures, so I might actually have like a guest on, and we'll just talk with that guest for about an hour, and then the next hour we'll move into a two-person adventure for a couple of weeks as we finish that up. So that's what's going to happen on Saturday. The Weekly Scroll, we'll be running that every Saturday. So that is what's happening. DK's back, Merkborg's back, Weekly Scroll is starting up. Do we got anything else going on? Check out the merch store for that sweet, sweet cheese stuff. We'll add some more soon next time, and for next time,
I think that's it.
Do we got anything else, guys?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to try to start being a little bit more consistent with our streaming, and give you guys some fun, interesting stuff to watch. Hope you enjoyed tonight. Thank you all for the raids, Jedi Mama, Dinner and a Game. Make sure you go check those guys out. Check those guys out. We are going to raid Dork Tales. We have raided them before, but we are going to raid them again. They are good people. Let me actually bring up our channel, so I'm not typing raid into their channel. And we will catch you all
tomorrow.
Next week. Yeah, tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow
we'll be with Jason.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll be
Less
here
than 24 hours.
tomorrow.
We'll be back,
It's
guys.
feast or famine with us. Right.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay.
All
So
right.
thank you so much for being here. Stick around for the credits. Stick around for the raid, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.